Okay, who here hasn't been to space?
Why?
You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Say there is something I came here prepared to talk about, like last week. So my wife and I decided to start watching a show that has been blowing up all over the internet, filling up my entire feed. This Dahmer show on Netflix.
I've heard a lot about it.
Now we've been friends. How long you know me for?
Oh gosh, I've known you since second grade, third grade.
Most of our lives, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten close over this last year that we've been doing this show, and I know that you're a fan of certain seasons of American Horror Story.
Evan Peters is amazing.
And no, the writer,
Mm-hmm.
the writer for this is
oh really?
What's his name? Fuck.
I know who you're talking
The
about. I
writer
can't think
for
of
American
his
Horror
name.
Story.
Yeah, I know.
Ryan.
Oh gosh.
I keep wanting to say Coogler, and it's not
No,
Coogler.
God. I know who you're saying. I know who you're talking about.
Right. So the creator of American Horror Story, he's a writer on it. Evan Peters is on it. But I have something I gotta say about this show. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all people on the internet are fucking soft.
Oh, I have.
I just gotta make that clear right now. I go into this show with all these people on my newsfeed. Don't watch this show. My soul felt possessed. The devil came into my room and had an orgasm on my floor.
I have seen those,
kind of stuff
and
out there.
I thought that same shit.
Bro.
I was like, what is going on?
Bro, this is
real?
like it was.
No,
just,
this is real.
it
Like,
was
these are real.
I haven't heard
Okay.
anything except it being good.
I can't. It was just posted here, saying it was a real person. And we're talking about I had to turn it off 30 seconds into the first episode because I couldn't.
Yeah, no.
Y'all are fucking. You gotta calm the fuck down.
Yeah, no.
It is not that, because I go in with this mindset, and like I come from and this is not a bragging sense. I'm not trying to. I come from the age and the generation of unfiltered internet access, right? And that's not a good thing. You know, I come from there when there are movies when people say, "Don't watch this movie."
Yeah.
Fucking Cannibal Holocaust, a Serbian film. Fucking the house that Jack built. I can go on. Or movies I will never watch again, and I really don't think anyone should ever watch. Right? They're fucked up. They're terrible. It's bad. So when I get those warnings, I go in like, oh, this is some shit. You know, all week it's built up of people being like, whole groups are against this movie, and normally it's just the internet talk. It's the bots and the pages and shit drumming up hype. Then I got real friends of mine, real motherfuckers. Oh my god, I have to watch it in parts because it's so fucking dark.
I have seen these. These are real, bro.
And
Like,
Evan
this is
Peters
real.
needs therapy after this.
I gotta get on
It's not
Twitter or
that
something.
fucking dark.
It's
not that.
but it's a real story.
It's a real
That's
story,
the thing.
yeah.
No, that is the difference that I will say. Yes, to the victims of what happened to Dahmer, right, or what happened with Dahmer, right, and Jeffrey Dahmer himself. I'm not one of those people that idolizes serial killers. I think it's fucking creepy, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. But I'm just saying, yeah, the story of Jeffrey Dahmer and the shit he did is very, very dark and it's very sad. But like, man, this show ain't that serious. It's not that. It's like people who told me Midsommar was like the best horror film ever made, and so I watch it, and there's literally an hour and 50 fucking minutes of nothing. An old man jumps off a rock one time.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I saw the not the interview. I saw the side by side of the real clip from one of the victims in the court. I forget her name. And the actress playing her in the show, and how it was, verbatim. It was like it was. But here's the thing. These are, like you said, these are real stories. I have seen people out there saying, why are we glorifying serial killers? Why do we keep giving them films, giving them, making this popular, making them... Well, it's history. And I feel like, for me, I like to be educated. I love these type of biographies. I love these. Why? Even if it's just like a Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody biopic, or it's one of the. I love these because they are fascinating. These are real stories. Some of this shit really happened.
Right, and
so it's like,
and they do a good job with this one now because I just wanted to first hit the internet and say y'all need to fucking calm down. It's not like the show ain't that dark. It's not that scary. It's not that bad. But on the other hand, with the biopics and with how that operates. I like this better, and it was done amazingly. I was shitting on the internet. I'm saying the show was done very, very well, like you said. It goes great in with the victims. It's great in shot by shot. Some things are a little different. That's film. That's how life works, right? But I like this better because there was the one they did with old Zac Efron, where he played
gosh, why is this? Fuck!
But the one who
serial killer.
I forget.
Shit.
I forget.
Jumped out of the window. Anyway,
it was almost
that
there.
movie they picked, and they made him look super attractive, which some women were very attracted to him when that was going. But it was like, it made him seem cool, and it made him seem like, oh, this is he's a twisted murderer, right? And Dahmer, from the jump in this, at certain scenes, I really couldn't tell it was Evan Peters. He's weird. He's different, and so they're not glorifying this, right? And I think there was
Ted fucking.
There was an interview with one of the writer from American Horror Story. He talked with Evan Peters, and the conversation's been released that he said there's one rule in this whole thing. This is not about Dahmer. It's about the victims. It's their point of view, their perspectives, what they go through, right?
Right.
And this show does a very good job on a very real thing of what let Dahmer do this for so long and get away with, because they were fucking calling him. His neighbors, like the police, were alerted to the smells, to the screams, to the tools. It was a real poor black apartment. The cops didn't want to fuck with it, and it was gay men. They didn't want to fuck with it. Like literally, in the first episode, I couldn't help but laugh, and this fucked up for me. But when the cops are looking through, because it starts with him getting caught, and the cops are looking through his apartment, and they find pictures, and they're like, "What is this?" And he goes, "This is some gay shit." He literally keeps saying, he's like, "There's a bunch of gay stuff in that room. I wouldn't go in there."
Yeah.
And that's how, but like that worked for him. Just simply saying that's the stigma of the time, right? Where there's, one of his neighbors is a black woman who's been saying something about this. They weren't listening to her. It's a poor black neighborhood. Right. They didn't care.
That stigma still goes on today.
It's very well filmed, very good show. I just think some of y'all people on the internet gotta really chill out a little bit on your.
Yeah. Like I said, these are real stories. Like the Netflix
biopic that they did for When They See Us. That one's hard to watch. That one is very difficult for me to watch. I've only seen it once, and I don't know if I would watch it again. But not to say that it was bad. It's just difficult to watch. These are because it's real stories. These are people that are still living today.
Right, but I just mean
the ones that were not victims that were murdered.
It's the conversation, though, right? Because the way it was presented to me, just from reading these comments, I'm not seeing a lot of people being like, this is hard for me because it's like you just said, because this is real people. This hits home for me because this, that, or the other, right? All I'm seeing is literally people being like, I turned it off because the devil came through.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen. Like I said,
I didn't entertain those. I didn't even entertain those. I saw so many of those, but I mean, it's what it is.
It was just funny to me because it's like normally bots that post that kind of shit, right? It's bots that'll go in and drum up hype, and then it was like some people too, that we grew up with. And I'm like, bro, you gotta calm down.
No, I saw it all on there.